This is a story about a very small creature. It is the story of the Dung Beetle. The Dung Beetle has lived on the earth for a very long time. Long before humans walked on the land, dung beetles were here. Long before the first cities rose, dung beetles were busy at their work. And still they are here today, quietly, patiently, calmly. The beetle is small, the beetle is simple, and yet the beetle is steady. The world of the dung beetle is not fast. It is not filled with noise. It is filled with slow movement, with soft shapes, with steady paths. We begin in the open grasslands. A fresh scent carries across the breeze. For the dung beetle, this is the signal of life. It is the sign that food has arrived. The dung beetle begins to walk. It is guided by the smell in the air. The beetle moves slowly, step by step. The ground beneath its tiny legs is rough, but the beetle is steady. As it walks, the world around it is large. Blades of grass rise like tall walls. Pebble seems like a mountain. The shadows stretch long in the afternoon light. The beetle does not hurry, it does not rush. It simply moves forward, patient, calm, the way it has always done. Soon, the beetle reaches the source. It is a mound of dung left by a grazing animal. For the beetle, this is treasure, food, shelter, future. The beetle climbs onto the mound. It explores with its legs. It presses with its antennae. It studies with its senses. The beetle is searching for the right place to begin. It finds a soft patch. The soil here is firm, but the dung is moist enough to shape. The beetle begins to carve. With strong legs it pulls. With curved forelegs it scrapes. Slowly, gently, it shapes a ball. The ball is heavy for the beetle, yet the beetle continues. Round and round it presses and smooths. Over and over it shapes and rolls. In time a perfect ball emerges. It is small to us, but to the beetle it is large. It is an orb of food. It is a world of sustenance. Now the beetle must move the ball. It grips the ball with its hind legs. It pushes with steady force. The beetle rolls backward, head down, legs strong. The ball wobbles on the soil. It slips into cracks. It bumps into pebbles. But the beetle continues. Step by step, push by push. The ball moves across the ground. The beetle does not give up. The beetle does not rush. It only works, slowly, calmly, patiently. From above, the journey looks small. A beetle, a ball, a patch of soil. But to the beetle, this is a great voyage. It is a path that may take minutes. It is a path that may take hours. It is a path that must be done. The beetle is not rolling at random. It is searching for a place. It looks for soft soil. It looks for ground it can dig. When it finds such a place, it stops the ball. It climbs onto it. It rests for a moment. Then it begins to dig. The soil is firm but workable. The beetle scrapes with its legs. Bit by bit, a hole opens. The beetle returns to the ball. It pulls the ball into the hole. It struggles, but it manages. The ball sinks into the earth. The beetle follows after it. Soon both beetle and ball are hidden. Above, the grass sways in the wind. Below, the beetle is safe in its chamber. Here it will eat. Here it will live. Here it may even raise the next generation. The chamber is dark, it is quiet, it is safe. The ball sits at the centre. The beetle feeds slowly. It takes what it needs, never hurried, never wasteful. If it is a female beetle, she may prepare the ball for young. She may carve a small hollow. She may lay a single egg inside. When the larva hatches, it will find itself surrounded by food. It will eat. It will grow. It will change. The cycle repeats. Quietly. Patiently. Generation after generation. All across the grasslands this story is repeated. In Africa, in Asia, in Australia, in the Americas. Everywhere that animals leave dung, beetles come. Everywhere that beetles come, they roll their balls. The beetles clean the land. They return nutrients to the soil. They open spaces for grass to grow. They prepare food for future animals. The beetle is small, but its work is great. Quietly it shapes the earth. And so, the story of the dung beetle is not only about the beetle, it is also about the land. It is about the animals. It is about the soil. It is about the circle of life. Day after day the beetle works. Night after night it rests. Season after season it repeats. Sometimes it rolls beneath a bright sun. Sometimes beneath a soft moon. Sometimes in the dry heat. Sometimes in the cool rain. Always steady. Always calm. Always the same. The beetle does not hurry. The beetle does not fear. The beetle simply continues, and so we continue with it, into the slow rhythm of its life. The day begins slowly for the dung beetle. The sun rises over the horizon. The air warms little by little. The soil shifts from cool night to gentle day. The beetle emerges from the soil, it stretches its legs, it moves its antennae, it senses the air. The beetle does not rush. It does not leap. It begins in calm. One step, then another. A careful walk into the light. The beetle's world is simple. It does not wonder what day it is. It does not mark the hours. It follows the rhythm of warmth, of light, of smell, of need. The beetle begins to walk. It moves across the soil, it pauses often, it raises its antennae, it listens with its senses. The beetle smells the air, it smells for food. For the beetle, food is dung. Fresh dung is best, moist and soft, rich with nutrients. The beetle continues its walk. The grass towers above. Pebbles scatter across the path. A stick lies like a fallen tree. The beetle walks around obstacles. Sometimes it climbs over them. It does not hurry. It does not tire. It simply continues. When the smell of dung is faint, the beetle changes direction. When the smell grows stronger, the beetle walks toward it. Slowly, patiently, steadily. The beetle always finds its way. The beetle reaches the mound. It is fresh. It is warm. It is filled with life. Flies buzz on the surface. Other beetles have already arrived. But there is enough. There is always enough. The beetle climbs onto the mound. It explores with slow steps. It presses with its legs. It feels with its antennae. Some beetles stay on the mound. They dig small tunnels. They eat directly from the source. Others roll balls. They take their food elsewhere. Our beetle rolls, it scrapes, it shapes round and round. Slowly a ball forms. The ball is ready. The beetle grips it with its legs. It pushes. It leans its body low. It begins the backward roll. The ball wobbles, the ball bumps, but the beetle continues. The beetle may roll for many minutes. It may roll for an hour. Sometimes it loses its ball. Another beetle may take it, or it may fall into a hole. But the beetle does not stop. It begins again. It shapes a new ball. It rolls once more. This is the way of life. Work, loss, work again. Always steady, always calm. When the beetle finds the right place, it stops. It presses the ground. It tests the soil. If the soil is soft, it digs. If the soil is hard, it searches more. The beetle prefers sandy soil. It prefers places where the digging is easy. It prefers places where the ball will stay safe. Once chosen, the beetle digs a hole. It pulls the soil away. It scrapes with its legs. Bit by bit, the hole deepens. The ball is rolled inside. The beetle follows after. The chamber is prepared. Here the beetle rests. Inside the chamber it is calm. The air is still. The light is gone. The soil walls press gently around. The beetle begins to feed. It eats slowly. It eats patiently. It does not waste. The beetle can live many days from one ball. It can feed without worry. It does not need to hurry. It is never greedy. The beetle simply eats until it is full. Then it rests. Then it waits. Then it begins again. If the beetle is female, she has more to do. She shapes a special ball. She makes it smooth and round. She carves a hollow in the centre. She lays one egg inside. She seals the ball with care. She smooths the surface again. She buries it deep in the soil. Then she leaves it. The egg is safe within. The egg will hatch. A larva will emerge. The larva will eat the ball. It will grow. It will change. In time it will become a beetle. The mother will never see it again. But the cycle will continue, always, without end. Dung beetles are many. They live together in the same land, but they do not live like us. They do not build villages. They do not build houses. Each beetle works alone. Each beetle rolls its own ball. Each beetle digs its own hole. And yet they share the same purpose. They share the same rhythm. Together, without knowing, they shape the land. When many beetles bury many balls, the soil becomes rich. Plants grow stronger. Grass grows taller. Animals find more to eat. The beetles do not plan this. They do not know it. But their simple work changes the earth. quietly, patiently, always. The beetle's day is never hurried. It does not count the hours, it only follows need. Work when there is food, rest when the body is full, dig when the soil is soft, hide when the heat is strong. When the sun rises high, the beetle often rests. It waits in the shade. It waits beneath the soil. It waits until the air cools. When the evening comes, the beetle stirs again. The air is soft. The light is gentle. The beetle continues its walk. This rhythm repeats. Morning, work, noon, rest, evening, work, night, sleep. Steady, calm, without change, without hurry. At night the world is cool. The stars shine above. The air is calm. The beetle sometimes rolls by moonlight. It follows the line of the stars. It moves by the glow of the Milky Way. Even in darkness the beetle is steady. It does not stumble. It does not stray. The beetle's senses are sharp. It knows its path. It knows its work, and so, even under night sky, the beetle continues its journey. Rolling, digging, feeding, resting, day after day, night after night, season after season. The routine does not change. The beetle always searches, the beetle always rolls, the beetle always digs, the beetle always rests. It is a simple life. It is a quiet life, but it is enough. The beetle does not wish for more. The beetle does not wonder. The beetle does not plan. It simply lives, and living is enough. Because of the beetle's steady work, the land remains clean. Because of its patient rolling, the soil remains rich. Because of its endless routine, the balance of life continues. Animals leave their waste. Beetles carry it away. Plants use the nutrients. Animals eat the plants. And the cycle repeats. The beetle is only one part, but it is an important part. Without it, the land would suffer. With it, the land is well. And so, the beetle's daily life, though small, carries great meaning, quietly, patiently, always. At the end of its work, the beetle rests again. It digs into the soil, it makes a small chamber, it hides within. The air is still, the earth is soft, the beetle is safe. Here it sleeps, here it dreams, if beetles dream. Here it waits for the next day. The rhythm will begin again. Work, roll, dig, rest. The same as always, the same as forever. The dung beetle is a builder, not of houses, not of towers, but of spheres. The beetle shapes dung into a ball, round, firm, smooth. The ball is food, the ball is shelter, the ball is future. The beetle does not rush, it presses, it scrapes, it pats, again and again, until the ball is strong, until the ball is ready. Each beetle makes its own ball, some small, some large, each shaped by patient legs, each rolled with steady care. Once the ball is formed, the beetle must move it. It grasps the ball with its hind legs. It lowers its head. It pushes backward. The beetle does not see where it goes. It feels the ground beneath its feet. It steadies itself with its antennae. It trusts the ball will follow. The rolling is slow. The rolling is steady. The rolling is patient. Pebbles cause the ball to wobble. Roots block the way. Slopes tilt the ball aside. But the beetle does not stop. It adjusts. It steadies. It continues. Push after push. Step after step. Always backward. Always steady. Sometimes the ball rolls into a hole. Sometimes the ball tips to one side. Sometimes another beetle tries to steal it. When the ball is lost, the beetle does not give up. It returns to the mound. It shapes another ball. It begins again. There is no hurry. There is no complaint. There is only patience. There is only work. The beetle knows no despair. The beetle knows no anger. The beetle knows only rolling. Again and again, until it succeeds. The beetle does not roll forever. It seeks a place to bury the ball. The soil must be right. Not too hard, not too loose, just soft enough to dig. When the beetle finds such soil, it pauses. It steadies the ball. It begins to dig. The hole is small at first, just enough for the beetle to enter. Then it deepens, bit by bit, grain by grain. When the hole is ready, the beetle pulls the ball inside. It tugs with care. It presses with strength. Slowly the ball sinks below. Above, the grass sways. Below, the beetle hides, safe, quiet, still. Inside the soil, the beetle makes a chamber. A small room, dark and firm. The ball rests in the centre. The beetle rests beside it. Here it is calm. Here it is cool. Here the beetle is safe. The chamber may hold one ball, or it may hold several, each placed with care, each smoothed with patience. The beetle spends much of its life here, feeding, resting, preparing. It is a simple home. It is enough. The beetle begins to feed. It eats the dung ball slowly. It does not rush. It does not waste. The food is rich. It provides all that is needed. Moisture, nutrients, sustenance. The beetle eats a little, then it rests, then it eats again. The days pass quietly. The beetle grows strong. It is never hurried. It is always calm. Feeding is not only survival, it is also rhythm. It is also peace. It is also life. Some balls are not for eating, they are for raising young. The female beetle chooses one. She hollows it out, she lays a single egg inside. The egg is hidden, the egg is safe, the egg is wrapped in food. When it hatches, a larva appears, soft, white, small. The larva eats the ball around it, slowly, patiently. It grows strong. It changes form. In time, it becomes a new beetle. It digs upward. It finds the light. It begins the cycle again. One ball, one egg, one new life. Beneath the surface, the beetle's world is hushed. The soil muffles sound. The soil cools the air. The soil holds the beetle close. Here, time moves slowly. Here the days blur together. Here the beetle waits and feeds. Outside the grass sways. Outside the animals pass. Outside the sun rises and falls. Inside the beetle remains steady, calm, patient. When the ball is finished, when the food is gone, the beetle returns to the surface. It climbs upward. It breaks through the soil. It greets the air once more. The light feels warm. The air feels wide. The beetle begins again. It searches for dung, it shapes a ball, it rolls, it buries, it feeds. The cycle repeats, again and again, without end. Each ball is small, each beetle is small, but together they change the land. Dung that would pile high disappears underground. Soil that would stay dry becomes rich and fertile. Plants grow stronger, animals feed well, the land stays clean. The beetles do not know this. They do not plan it. They simply follow their routine, rolling, burying, feeding, and yet by doing so they hold the balance. They keep the circle turning. The dung beetle never hurries, it never worries, it never stops. It rolls each ball with care, it buries each ball with patience, it feeds from each ball with calm. When one ball is gone, it makes another. When one day ends, another begins. Always the same, always steady, always patient. This is the life of the dung beetle, this is its quiet rhythm. From the beetle we may learn a quiet truth. That small work done with patience can shape the world. That simple steps, repeated without hurry, can last forever. The beetle does not seek glory. It does not seek power. It seeks only to roll, to bury, to feed, and in this the world is kept in balance, quietly, calmly, always. For the dung beetle, time is simple. It does not read clocks, it does not count days. It feels the changes of light. It feels the changes of air. It feels the changes of season. The world turns slowly. One season becomes another, and through each the beetle continues, rolling, burying, feeding, always the same, always calm. When the rains arrive, the earth softens, the soil becomes moist, the air is heavy with water. For the dung beetle this is good. The ground is easy to dig, the balls are easy to bury. The work continues with little struggle. Rain makes the plants grow. Animals come to feed on the grass. And with animals comes dung, fresh, plentiful, frequent. The beetle is busy in the rain. It rolls many balls. It digs many chambers. It works often. It feeds well. And though the sky is dark, and though the drops fall heavy, the beetle does not mind. The rain is gentle to it. The rain is life. When the rains pass, the sun grows strong, the ground grows dry, the air grows warm. The soil hardens, digging becomes slower, rolling becomes harder, but still the beetle continues, step by step, push by push. It works as it always does. In the heat of day, the beetle rests. It hides in the shade. It hides beneath the soil. It waits for evening. When the light softens, it begins again, rolling beneath the orange sky, digging when the soil cools, feeding in the quiet dark. The sun may be harsh, but the beetle is patient. It endures. It continues. Sometimes the winds come, they sweep across the land, they bend the grass, they scatter the dust. The beetle feels the air shift. It lowers itself close to the ground. It holds steady to the soil, it clings to its ball. The ball may wobble, the ball may roll away, but the beetle steadies it, slowly, patiently, always. The wind passes in time, the land grows still again, and the beetle returns to work. Wind cannot stop it, nothing can stop it, it always continues. When the days shorten, the air cools. The soil feels firm and cold. The nights grow long. The beetle becomes quiet. It rests often in its chamber. It feeds slowly. It moves less. But still, when food is found, it rolls. It buries. It feeds. The beetle never stops completely, even in cool air, even in quiet nights. Life is steady, life is slow, life is calm. One year is followed by another. Rain, sun, wind, cool. The pattern repeats, the cycle turns. The beetle does not count these years. It only feels the change. It only follows the rhythm. Some beetles live for months, some live for a year or more. Each follows the same path. Each keeps the same routine. The years pass slowly. The land changes little. The beetle remains, always. The grass grows tall in the rains. The animals graze. The dung is fresh and plenty. The beetles are busy. The grass grows dry in the sun. The animals move far for water. The dung is less. The beetles search harder. The winds scatter seeds. The grass bends low. The beetles roll beneath moving air. The cool season slows all. Plants rest. Animals grow quiet. Beetles feed on buried stores. Through it all the balance holds. Through it all the beetle continues. Season after season, year after year. Though the world changes, the beetle's work does not. In rain, it rolls. In sun, it rolls. In wind, it rolls. In cool, it rolls. The pace may shift, the effort may change, but the work remains. Always searching, always rolling, always burying, always feeding. This steady life is its gift. This steady life is its way. The beetle lives close to the ground. Its world is soil, grass, and dung. But above, the sky changes. Clouds gather in rain, sun blazes in heat. Stars shine in cool nights. Wind sweeps the air clear. The beetle does not look up often, but when it rolls at night it follows the stars. It follows the light of the Milky Way. The sky is vast. The beetle is small, but together they move. One rolling on the soil, one turning overhead, both part of the same earth. The soil is the beetle's constant. It is bed. It is shelter. It is food's keeper. Rain softens it. Sun hardens it. Wind dries it. Cool firms it. But always the soil is there. Always the beetle digs within it. Always the chamber is waiting. The beetle's life is written in soil. Above, the seasons pass. Below, the beetle rests, steady, patient, safe. To us, seasons may seem dramatic. To the beetle they are slow. One blends into the next. There is no rush. There is only flow. Rain flows to sun. Sun flows to wind. Wind flows to cool. Cool flows back to rain. Over and over. Again and again. Always the same. Always gentle. And the beetle, through each change, remains calm. The beetle is patient. The land is patient. The seasons are patient. Together, they keep a rhythm. Together, they keep a balance. The beetle does not hurry. The land does not hurry. The seasons do not hurry. All things move slowly. All things change gently. All things remain calm. The beetle teaches us through its life that there is no rush, that change comes slowly, that rhythm matters more than speed. Each season brings what is needed. Rain brings growth, sun brings strength, wind brings movement, cool brings rest. The beetle accepts each in turn. The beetle never resists. The beetle simply lives. And in this it finds peace. And in this it continues forever. For many ages, humans have walked the same lands as dung beetles. They watched animals graze. They watched the dung fall, and soon after they saw the beetles arrive. Small beetles, strong beetles, rolling beetles, always rolling their round balls across the soil. To the people, this seemed unusual. To the people, this seemed important. They wondered at such small creatures. They gave them meaning. They gave them story. In Egypt, long ago, the beetle was sacred. The people of the Nile saw the beetles roll. They saw them bury balls beneath the ground. They saw life emerge again. To them, this was a symbol, a sign of the sun, a sign of rebirth, a sign of eternity. The scarab beetle became a holy figure. It was carved in stone. It was pressed into seals. It was worn as jewellery. It was placed in tombs. The scarab was a guide. The scarab was protection. The scarab was a symbol of life renewed. The people believed the beetle mirrored the heavens. As the beetle rolled its ball across the soil, so too did the sun roll across the sky. Each dawn the sun was born again. Each day it travelled overhead. Each evening it sank beneath the earth. The beetle became a model of this cycle. The beetle's ball became the sun. The beetle itself became the divine helper, the eternal mover of light. So, when Egyptians saw the beetle, they did not see only an insect. They saw the sacred. They saw the eternal. Scarab charms were common. They were small, smooth, carved in stone. They fit into the palm of a hand. They carried the image of the beetle. People wore them on strings. They carried them in pockets. They placed them in the wrappings of the dead. The scarab was thought to protect. It was thought to guide. It was thought to renew life after death. Even today, many scarabs remain in museums, in collections, in the sands of the desert, each one a reminder that humans once looked closely at a beetle and saw eternity. Other cultures also noticed the beetle. In Africa, people saw its strength. In Greece, people told stories of it. In many lands, the beetle was part of myth. Sometimes it was a helper. Sometimes it was a trickster. Always it was noticed. Always it was remembered. The beetle may be small, but its place in human story is large. It has always rolled, and people have always watched. In old tales, the beetle sometimes speaks. It speaks to kings. It speaks to gods. It speaks of patience. It speaks of persistence. In some stories, the beetle is mocked. Small, simple, humble. But the beetle proves its worth by strength, by endurance, by endless rolling. In other stories, the beetle is honoured. It is clever. It is strong. It is steady. Always, the beetle reminds people that even the smallest creatures can carry great meaning. For many, the beetle became a sign of renewal, because from waste it brought life, because from darkness it brought continuation, because from soil it brought new beginnings. The beetle's ball was more than food, it was a seed of life. It was a symbol of return. It was a reminder that nothing is lost. People saw this. They learned from it. They wove it into faith. They wove it into art. And still today the scarab shape is known. Still today it is carved and worn. Across time the beetle has not changed. It has not grown larger. It has not grown smaller. It has not hurried. It has not stopped. Humans have risen and fallen. Cities have grown and crumbled. Stories have been told and forgotten. But the beetle still rolls. It still buries. It still feeds. It still lives its calm routine. It has watched without knowing. It has remained without effort. It has continued without change. While people watched the beetle worked on the land, in fields, in grasslands, in deserts, in forests. Wherever animals left dung, the beetle came. It cleaned, it buried, it fed. And while it worked, people tended fields, people raised herds, people lived their own lives. Both beetle and human shared the land, both shaped it in different ways, both needed it, both depended on it. The beetle has been here longer than we have. It will likely be here long after. Its life is steady. Its work is constant. Its rhythm does not end. People may give it meaning. People may make it sacred. People may carve it in stone. But the beetle itself does not know. It simply rolls. It simply buries. It simply feeds. This is enough. This has always been enough. Through all ages, the beetle has been beside us. When early people hunted, the beetle fed. When farmers grew crops, the beetle fertilized soil. When cities rose, the beetle still rolled. Always near, always present, always the same. A quiet companion, a patient worker, a timeless presence. Today many may not notice the beetle. It is small, it is hidden in grass, it is quiet in soil, but if one looks closely, one will see the same rolling, the same burying, the same feeding, the same rhythm as in Egypt, the same rhythm as in Greece, the same rhythm as in every age, a rhythm that has never ended, a rhythm that will not end. Perhaps this is what the beetle offers us, a lesson in steadiness, a lesson in patience, a lesson in small work repeated endlessly that changes the world. Humans may build large things, humans may dream of great plans, but the beetle shows that quiet effort is powerful too. One ball rolled, one hole dug, one life raised, and repeated over and over, forever. Long before people, long before cities, long before words, the dung beetle was already here. In the time of great reptiles, in the time of dinosaurs, beetles worked the soil, they rolled, they buried, they fed. The world was different, the plants were different, the animals were different, but the beetle's work was the same. Millions of years have passed, the world has changed many times, but the beetle has remained. Small, steady, patient. Ice has come, ice has gone, forests have spread, deserts have grown, still the beetle has worked. It has rolled balls in every age. It has buried food in every season. It has raised young in every soil. The rhythm has not broken. The pattern has not ended. Always rolling, always burying, always feeding, through ages of fire, through ages of stone, through ages of people. The beetle continues. The earth moves slowly. Mountains rise, mountains wear away, rivers shift, oceans spread. The beetle does not notice. The beetle does not mind. The beetle only continues its work. For it change is gentle, for it change is small, the soil beneath, the ball it rolls, the chamber it digs. This is the beetle's world. And in that world all is steady, all is calm. Life on earth depends on balance. Plants feed animals, animals leave waste. Beetles clean the land, soil becomes rich, plants grow again. Without beetles the land would choke. Waste would cover the ground, flies would swarm, disease would spread. But with beetles the land is clear, the soil is fertile, the air is clean. For millions of years they have kept this balance, quietly, patiently, always. Each beetle lives only a little while, a season, a year, sometimes more. But when one beetle is gone, another takes its place. When one generation ends, the next begins. Egg becomes larva, larva becomes beetle, beetle rolls ball, beetle lays egg. The pattern is unbroken, the rhythm continues. Thousands of generations, millions of generations, all repeating the same cycle, all steady, all calm. Above the beetle, the sky has turned without end, stars shifted, moons waxed and waned, the sun rose and set. The beetle has rolled beneath all of it. Guided by stars, guided by sun, guided by instinct older than memory. The sky may change slowly, but the beetle's path does not. It remains the same, always rolling, always burying, always feeding. To think of ages is to think of time too vast for counting, ages of stone, ages of fire, ages of ice, ages of life. Through each the beetle continued, never hurried, never broken, always calm. The world around it changed. The beetle remained steady. The beetle remained patient. The beetle remained the same. Over millions of years, beetles have slowly changed. Small adjustments, gentle shifts. Some grow larger, some grow smaller. Some roll balls, some stay within dung, but the core is always there. The rhythm is always the same. Dung, soil, ball, chamber, over and over, without end. Evolution is slow. The beetle is slower still. It lives each day the same. It carries forward what works. The beetle is not alone. It is part of a web. Plants grow, animals eat. Animals leave waste. Beetles bury waste. Soil grows rich. Plants grow again. The circle is complete. The circle is endless. The beetle does not plan this. It does not know this, but it is part of it, always. A single small piece, a steady, patient piece. Holding the web together, humans measure time in hours, in days, in years, in centuries. The beetle measures nothing. It only follows rhythm. The rhythm of hunger, the rhythm of smell, the rhythm of soil, the rhythm of season. This is enough. This has always been enough. While humans count, the beetle continues. While humans hurry, the beetle remains calm. While humans change, the beetle endures. To watch a beetle roll a ball is to watch forever in miniature. Round and round, push and pull, soil and sky. The same action repeated endlessly. The same rhythm carried across time. It is simple. It is quiet. It is eternal. And so the beetle teaches us that forever can be small, that eternity can be simple, that patience can last longer than mountains. The beetle has survived ages. It will likely survive many more. When lands shift again, it will roll. When climates change again, it will bury. When life changes again, it will feed. It will continue as it always has, without hurry, without worry, without end. The beetle's work is timeless, its rhythm eternal, its patience infinite. The beetle is a companion of the planet, not loud, not grand, but steady, always present, always working, always calm. The earth turns, the beetle rolls, the seasons pass, the beetle buries, the ages move, the beetle feeds. Together planet and beetle continue, side by side, forever. We have followed the beetle through its days. We have watched it roll. We have watched it bury. We have watched it feed. We have seen its morning. We have seen its evening. We have seen its seasons. We have seen its ages. Always the same. Always calm. Always steady. Now, let us return once more to the beetle itself, to its quiet, patient life. Each day begins with light. The beetle wakes, it walks, it searches, it finds dung, it shapes a ball, it rolls the ball, it buries the ball, it feeds, it rests, it waits, then it begins again. Simple, quiet, unchanging. This is the rhythm. This is the way. This is enough. The ball is everything. It is food. It is shelter. It is nursery. The beetle shapes it with patience. The beetle rolls it with strength. The beetle buries it with care. Within the ball, young are raised. From the ball, new beetles emerge. Because of the ball, the cycle continues. Round and round, ball and beetle, beetle and ball, always together. Beneath the ground, the beetle rests. Its chamber is dark, its chamber is cool, its chamber is safe. Here it eats, here it grows, here it prepares for the next day. Above, the grass moves, above the sky shifts, above the seasons pass. Below, the beetle remains, quiet, patient, calm. By rolling, by burying, by feeding, the beetle helps the earth. It cleans the land, it enriches the soil, it strengthens the grass, it supports the animals. All from simple work, all from patient rolling, all from steady living. The beetle does not know this, but it does not need to. Its rhythm is enough. Its rhythm is everything. Rain softens the ground. The beetle digs. The beetle feeds. Sun hardens the soil. The beetle waits. The beetle works at dusk. Wind shakes the grass. The beetle holds firm. The beetle continues. Cool air slows the land. The beetle rests more often. The beetle endures, season after season, always repeating, always calm. For millions of years, the beetle has lived this way. Through fire, through ice, through change, through stillness, always rolling, always burying, always feeding. Generations rise, generations pass. The rhythm continues. Time is long. The beetle is patient. The earth is steady. People once watched the beetle closely. They carved it in stone. They wore it as charms. They honoured it in story. They saw the sun in its ball. They saw renewal in its work. They saw eternity in its patience. Today, fewer notice. But the beetle still rolls. The beetle still buries, the beetle still feeds. The scarab of Egypt, the beetle in the soil, they are the same, always the same. What does the beetle teach us? That small work matters, that patient work endures, that calm work shapes the world. The beetle does not rush, the beetle does not despair, the beetle does not quit, it simply continues, quietly, steadily, always. And in this it reminds us that we too may continue, that we too may live in rhythm, that we too may find peace in patience. Now the story grows softer. Now the rhythm slows, roll, bury, feed, rest. Again and again and again. The beetle continues, the land continues, time continues. All is steady, all is calm, all is well. Picture the beetle now, a small shape in the grass, a round ball before it. A slow push backward. The ball wobbles, the beetle steadies it. The soil is rough, the beetle endures. Step by step, push by push, the ball moves. The beetle follows. Nothing more is needed. Nothing else must be said. The story of the dung beetle has no ending. It is a circle, it is a rhythm, it is forever. But for now, we may let the story rest. We may let the beetle roll on calmly, quietly, endlessly. We may close our eyes. We may breathe slowly. We may drift into sleep. The beetle continues. The earth continues. The rhythm continues. Softly, gently, endlessly. And so we end. Not with an ending, but with a quiet continuation. The beetle rolls, the beetle buries, the beetle feeds, the beetle rests, forever, always, calm. Going forward, I want you to stop and think when you see insects. Think about their importance, about their wonder and their beauty. Revel in their fascinating abilities and cultures. Let your respect for them flourish. Thank you for listening and sleep soundly.